Hey there folks, Mooseline Outdoors coming to you guys with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the pack that I use for like hiking, like a one-day like hiking trip or something like that with the wife, and then as well as my actual 1 to 3 day pack that I use for extended scouts, camping, treks, stuff like that, for like a 1 to 3 day trip that I can survive out of just using that pack, as well as in conjunction with my haversack, as well as my leather belt pouch that you guys saw in previous videos that I put out. So yeah, just please like, comment, subscribe if you guys like the video. If you guys want to see more, make sure you guys have notifications on for whenever I post a video, because I know sometimes YouTube kind of messes up and you guys don't get the notifications. So let's just get right into it. So this is going to be the pack that I use for like a 1 day hiking trip. Like, just go out, hike a couple miles, come back, or I just keep it in my truck for like in case I need it for like just emergency preparedness stuff like that, or if somebody needs, I need to go pull them out from the ditch or something like that, and if they're kind of far away. So all right, so this is going to be the pack. It's going to be the Mystery Ranch Urban Assault 21. So this is going to be my main pack for keeping in my truck, stuff like that. It's an awesome pack. I love Mystery Ranch. Not sponsored by them or anything like that. I just love their products. Of course, the top, you got the waterproof zippers, and it has a nice pocket up top for like anything that you need like right away, like you don't have to open up your pack for. So I typically put like a maybe like sunscreen, maybe like granola bars, protein bars, stuff like that, power bars, any like wipes, or maybe like a small towel or something like that in there. And then of course you got the main compartment. That's pretty spacious. It has two little side pockets, little organizer pockets that you can put in there. Of course they're mesh, so you can see what's in there on each side. And then you got another small pocket in front of the pocket right here. I have my 100-ounce water bladder in right here. I typically use that for, I'll typically put my 75-ounce or my 100-ounce water bladder in there, and then I'll carry like a Nalgene with like extra water in here and stuff like that, as well as maybe some like extra socks or something like that, extra food, snacks, towels, anything like that. So that's it for this pack that I just want to show you guys. I'll get into more of my setup when I actually put it back together for the next video that I'll put on this. So we're gonna dive into my main pack that I use for, yeah, like I said, like 1 to 3 day camping trips, extended treks, scouts, stuff like that. So this is gonna be, I'm loving this pack so far. I've had this for probably about 6 to 7, 8 months roughly, and the pack that it is going to be the LL Bean Continental Rucksack. So this thing is awesome. I think this is around 30 to 35 liters. So it's got quite a bit of space in there, but so you have to actually think about what you're going to pack, and you don't overpack, and it's going to be like 50 pounds, yeah, I like this pack a lot because it's more like kind of like a traditional look, as well as, it functions well. So of course it has the main front compartment right here, and then it has I'm gonna move you down a little bit here. Then it's got the two side pockets right here, on one side pocket on each side, and then it has on the bottom has a spot where has little straps where you can like strap on, like you put like maybe like a small bedroll, something like that in there. And then it has the actual main compartment up here, and then on the back that you really can't see because my wool blanket's on top, but it has another small zipper pocket I can't really get to right now. But yeah, so we'll dive into the front portion right here. Actually no, we'll do on this is going to be the left side of the pack. Typically I carry a 32-ounce Nalgene, and it has I have a what's it called? It's going to be the the nesting cup for it that actually has its that fits right on the outside of it. If I can get it out here. Yep, so I just typically secure it like this. So what you can do, carry your water in here from home, and then if you find like a stream or something like that, what you can do is you can, of course, boil the water in here, and then you can pour it in the Nalgene, or you can do cook stuff with it, stuff like that. So, yep, that is in that pocket. And then on the other side, both sides actually have a pass-through sleeve on each side, and on this side I carry my main like camp axe slash like hunter's axe. This is gonna be the Fiskars Norden N12 axe. It's actually relatively lightweight for the size that it is, and of course comes with a nice leather belt sleeve. I know this is a very good axe. I like it a lot. Splits kindling down in small and firewood very well. Of course, made in Finland. So I know the edge. These axes have a notorious problem of the edge rolling. I mean, I've had some. Mine is rolled right now. I need to fix that. But so I mean, even with the edge rolling, it's still an awesome axe that I like to use for camp chores, camp tasks, and stuff like that. So very good axe. I love that. And on that same side, in the actual pocket itself that I have right here, I carry just one of these quick survive fire starters that lights any fire. You know, I mean, they work pretty well. I mean, it's a fire starter. It helps out. Then I carry my folding saw. It's a smaller saw, and I'm probably gonna get some flack. I've been trying to get the Silky Gom Boy for a while, but this is the Silky Pocket Boy. It's actually a very good size for it works well for the size that it is. This thing cuts wood like nobody's business, let me tell you. This thing is awesome. And then of course it has this little kind of weird belt sheath, I guess. I'm not a huge fan of it. I just keep it in there to keep it out of like the elements and stuff like that. So if anything else, put it in like a cargo pocket, or like if you have like the carpenter's jeans, you can just put it in like the slide down pocket on the side of your leg. So yeah, I like that a lot. Very nice saw. And then I carry a burlap sack full of bigger fat wood pieces. So that way, I like carrying fat wood around because, as you know, if you watch Dave Canterbury's channel, fat wood is pine that is infused with the resin or the sap that makes it a very good hot burning tinder to fire starter. So it helps get your fires get really fast. It's really fast, hot burning. So it lights your kindling and your tinder up very quick. So you don't have to worry about that. And yep, so I just carry about probably 8 to 9 chunks about this size. So I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about finding it in the bush, or of course in the woods, because where I'm at right now, there's not a whole lot of pine trees, but you have to go up in the mountains to find them. So that's why I carry fat wood with me. Then in the main front compartment right here, I keep a small like first aid kit, something like that. It's got like band-aids, burn cream, medical tape. I keep a small roll of duct tape in here as well. If you can see it right there. For, of course, flame extender, fire starter, in case I need any quick fixes that need attention right there. And of course I got some, some field towels. I got some vitamin C supplements, or like some, emergency. Also got some just instant coffee in there, just comfort things basically. And then I carry a roll of number 36 tarred bank line in the front as well for cordage. This stuff is awesome because it's stronger than paracord in some cases. Because I believe this has a 400 or 300 foot, or 400 pound or 300 pound, excuse me, breaking strength or breaking point for this stuff. So you can get this on Dave Canterbury's website, Pathfinder Outdoors. That's where I got this, as well as the fat wood. Yeah, this stuff is awesome. I like keeping this for cordage. The next thing I keep in here is just a Write in the Rain journal. I keep this for, you know, in case I see any, like, I can mark down wherever I see, like animal tracks, stuff like that, animal sign, all that good stuff, as well as, like, yeah, animal sign, anything like that, in case I see any cool, or if I see any, like, rivers or something, I can mark down how, like, where it is and stuff like that as well. And I usually carry one of the small Write in the Rain pens in here too in my other kit as well. And then of course I just keep some maps, you know, just in case, you know, just in case you get lost, you know, you always gotta have maps on you. Then I carry a Mylar blanket. This is the space blankets, of course. If you don't get wet, you can use this for retain your body heat, keep you warm. Of course, it's also in the blaze orange, so so in case you get lost and you're trying to get found, people can find you, stuff like that. So then I keep my Linsetic compass in there as well. You always gotta have a compass on you for land nav, stuff like that. But if I don't have it in my front chest pocket, I'll usually keep it in there, or my pocket, something like that, my pants or something like that. So, and then I also got my headlamp in here. This is the Petzl Tactica plus RGB. I think this puts out about 500 lumens. This thing is awesome. I love this headlamp. I've had this for about a year. This thing is freaking awesome. Yeah, if you got Petzl headlamps, you know that they're great headlamps. Nothing really much to say about those. So, yep, that's about it for that. And then I keep a small cigar lighter in here. I don't smoke at all, so I mean I just keep this for, you know, fire starting purposes as well. Yeah, you always gotta have a lighter on you. And then I'll keep another one of the Write in the Rain small pens, you know, for field notes and stuff like that as well. And then in here I also keep just some small, like, floss picks, like for flossing. You know, personal hygiene out there in the field is always crucial. And I keep a small roll of electrical tape, you know, just more fixes. And then I'll keep a few protein bars and stuff like that in there for quick snacks when you're on the move. And you don't want to stop and build a fire to you know, make meals and stuff like that. So, but now we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of this, like my main contents in here. Of course, you're probably wondering about my wool blanket. It's just one that I got from Pathfinder Outdoors. I believe this is a 90% wool blanket. Of course, 100% wool blanket's better, but this was the one that I wanted to get just to try it out, see how I like wool blankets and stuff like that. I like it so far. I believe it's 90 by 80 or something like that for the dimensions. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look on the website and put it in the description, but awesome wool blanket. And then of course got the flap right here. So it's kind of like a bucket pack, sort of the style, but of course on top I keep ultralight watertight medical kit just for like one person. I'll bring a bigger one if I'm going with any friends or my wife and stuff like that. So that's got that in there just in case, you know, can't have too much medical. Then of course I got another small pack of like maybe like 8 to 9 things of fat wood as well. Then I got my titanium spork from Sea to Summit. This is an awesome little spork. This thing works wonders. I've used that quite a bit. And then of course I have my spare blade in here too. So I have the Mora Bushcraft and the Coyote in the tan edition. Of course, you guys already know about the Mora Bushcraft, so you guys probably saw it in my other videos, so I don't really need to talk too much about that. So yep, I just got that. At the top is a spare blade. I also keep my camp mug for my coffee. You know, of course, you gotta have a mug on you whenever you're out in the bush or out in the wild. So for coffee and drinks and stuff like that. So I got 4 lightweight stakes for my tarp, as well as tent stakes too. So yeah, so I got those just going on a small carabiner so I don't lose them. Of course, they're bright orange, so of course you can't lose them out in when you're out in the bush there. So then I got my small Thermarest Airhead light pillow. Of course, you gotta have an inflatable pillow on you whenever you're in the woods. It helps, just makes your experience a little bit more better, and of course you're gonna be more comfortable. So I always got that. Put this over here. And then I got another roll of the 36 bank line. Of course, gotta have cordage on you. And then I carry a good roll of duct tape. Of course, you saw in my small little medical care comfort kit. You gotta have duct tape on you for quick fixes, flame extenders, fixing wounds, essential maybe if you need to. But yep, that's what I got for that. And then going into my other stuff right here, I have a dry bag full of my food kit. So of course you open it up. On the top, I have, if I can grab it out here. Okay, so I've got my small Pathfinder school or Pathfinder Outdoors small little camp bowl that you got. You can put, like, if you're making like stew or something like that, you can put that in there. And of course it folds up really nice like that. Good to go. Put this over here. I got my MSR little coffee pot or teapot that I like to have. Of course, got the lid right there. And in here I also have if I can get it here. I've got another small comfort kit. So I got, some more instant coffee. I got some cough drops, more field wipes, vitamin C stuff. So then I've got a thing of stormproof matches in there. Just some tinder for when it's wet outside. Got some extra tinder that I can use in conjunction with my fat wood. Then I have just a small ferro rod in there. As you can see, I've used that quite a bit on that side. Then I've got a lighter, a Bic lighter, wrapped in duct tape. So if you see my other video, my fire kit or my haversack kit, you know why I wrap duct tape around my lighters, as well as Dave Canterbury and stuff like that does that too. So yep, you always gotta have duct tape around. So it all just goes in together like that. And then of course, I can boil my water in this as well. Boil my instant coffee, make some coffee out when I'm out in doing a trek or something like that. So then we'll get into my actual food. Also, I got a multi-spice thing. Of course, it's just a thing with 6 different spices on there, so I can add stuff to my food, stuff like that. Got curry, spice, cayenne, garlic salt, black pepper, salt, as well as paprika. So add a little spice, no pun intended, to the food. It's like those the Mountain House meals and stuff like that. So I usually keep about 1 to 3 days worth of food in here. So I got, typically when I'm out in the bush, I won't really eat a lunch. I'll do, if I'm moving, I'm usually moving around lunchtime, so I'll typically have one of my protein bars for breakfast or something like that. So I usually carry 2 breakfast meals. So I got these Backpackers Pantry. I got this cinnamon apple oats one, and then this peanut butter banana oatmeal. So they got 16 grams of protein in this one per serving, and then 19 grams of protein per serving. So, you just boil your water, put it in there, then you're good to go. And then for my dinner meals, I got two of them. I got this Peak Refuel beef pasta marinara of 49 grams of protein per pouch. So, and of course there's 2 servings in this. So, what you could do is you eat half of it, like for lunch, and then keep it, and then reheat it in the afternoon for dinner for 1 serving, if you want to do that. Then my other one, I got the Mountain House Pro Pack, which is 26 grams of protein, 520 calories, which is the spaghetti with meat sauce one. So, I just like doing two dinner / afternoon meals, and then 2 morning breakfast meals. So, yep, and then I'll just go back in here in my 13-liter dry bag that I keep it in from Sea to Summit. And it's made out of Cordura, so it's gonna last you a while. If you get one, I like these Sea to Summit dry bags. These are awesome. And you can roll them down really tight. And you just clip like that, and you're good to go. So then, next up, is I have a blaze orange rain poncho. Of course, like when you're moving or if you're stationary, you don't want to get all wet. So I have my sleeping pad, which is the Climate Static V Recon. This is a 3-season one, so the R value is not the greatest, but I typically use this for fall or from spring to fall time. I don't use it in the wintertime. I typically don't go out camping a whole lot in the wintertime. Yeah, this thing is pretty awesome. I've used this before. This thing is pretty wicked. Easy to inflate, easy to take down, easy to roll up. So I know military uses these a lot. So yep, I'm liking this a lot. And then I also keep a spare dry bag just in case I need to move stuff around, or if I find some like tinder, like birch bark or something like that, for the next fire mentality, I can use that. I can use this, and I can, put stuff in there, somewhat essentially. And at the bottom of my pack is my spare clothes. So, of course, I have everything in dry bags because you don't want your clothes and stuff to get wet. So that's just common sense, I carry some leather work gloves in here. These are very nice. Grab like the pot off the fire or something like that, or you can grab stuff with tongs or whatever. And I carry an extra beanie in there, I got a shamag in there. You gotta have a shamag on you. These things got 1,000,001 uses for this thing. I just saw my haversack video. And then I've got 2 pairs of socks in here. They're both merino wool. Well, these ones are merino wool right here, and then these ones are just regular wool socks. I believe they're also merino wool as well, or smart wool, something like that. So you always gotta have extra socks. You gotta change them out. Let your other pair dry while you're wearing these. Just keep rotating between socks because you don't want to mess your feet up. And then I got just an extra t-shirt in here. Nothing too crazy. Just a Black Rifle coffee t-shirt. I love Black Rifle coffee. So, and of course got an extra pair of undergarments. So. Typically whenever I go out, if it's a little colder out, I'll wear like a compression, like a moisture wicking base layer, as well as like a merino wool or a thermal insulative base layer over my moisture wicking one. So yeah, so then of course you also you want to layer up as you're going, as the weather permits, because if in the summertime you don't want to over layer up, because then you're going to be way too hot. You can risk heat stroke, something like that, heat rash, and that's just not a good time. But then on the other hand, if it's too cold and you don't layer enough, then you're gonna of course be freezing, frostbite, depending on where you're at in the United States or wherever country you're from or something like that. And yeah, depending on what the temperature drops down to. So of course, I know you're not gonna be comfortable. You want to have the appropriate gear, and then of course, it could be like 60 degrees in the daytime when you're moving around, is nice and at a nice good temperature. And then when you drop down at night, you're sweating and stuff like that. You don't think about your moisture wicking layer, as well as drying your stuff out for nighttime. And then it gets down to maybe 20 degrees at night, then you're freezing when you're trying to sleep, and then you don't have the adequate gear. So I would recommend before you go out to your location to go camp for however many days you're going to be doing it, look at the weather and then see what the weather's going to be like. If it's going to be snowing, raining, hot, cold, average temperatures. You got to dress according to the weather conditions. So typically I'll go out, or before I go out, I'll get the weather for that area that I'm going to be camping in, so I don't have to, or so I know what to bring, what to wear, what not to bring, stuff like that. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching. That is my pack for my extended scout trek pack, my 1 to 3 day pack. So if you guys have any questions about any of the gear or where you can buy some of the gear, I can answer that in the comments, or I could put some of the websites that I've got stuff in the description box below. So if you guys like the video, you want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Make sure your notifications are on, so you'll see my videos whenever I post them. But yeah, so yep, just everybody stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.